This is Maginoni, and here's some comic reviews for you. We have Amazing Spider-Man 693, Ultimate Spider-Man 14, and Bloodshot number 3. Now, I'm going to do Bloodshot number 3 now because I don't know when I'm going to do Reed, Archer, and Armstrong, but I will give you a code for this when we're done. I've already given the code for this on my Facebook link that's down there. So if you missed out, like it now, so this way you don't have to miss other comics later. You know, I'm going to do Bloodshot first, since this is the non-Marvel title. Now, overall, I'm really enjoying Valiant and their approach, their stories. They're not rushing things. They're taking things very slowly, but while they're doing it slowly, they're making it interesting at the same time. So to me, it looks like they're planning for the long haul rather than, let's put this story out in 4 issues or 6 issues, at least 6 issues, so we can get a trade, and then we're done with it, you know, if it fails. Which I'm glad that's not what it appears to be. Now with Bloodshot, what we have here is, I guess you can call him a mercenary type, an army guy, and he's jacked in the head. They've implanted so many memories in this guy, and he doesn't know what's going on. And his body keeps regenerating because it's got nanobots in it, nanobots or whatever inside of him. Now in this issue here, what they're basically trying to do is he's trying to figure out who he is, and he's basically going to the first person or the last memory that he had, and you can tell already that this isn't quite like what it's supposed to be, because like when you look at that face, that's who she's supposed to be, to that's a little different. But I know I'm trying to avoid some spoilers, so that's why I'm pausing. It ends in a, I don't want to say in a bang, but it ends in a definite cliffhanger type way, in which you want to definitely get the next issue. I think the art's really good, and they're opening it up a little bit more. Like, Bloodshot isn't their only special soldier type thing, and I'm really curious to see where that's going to go, and especially if Harbinger, I'm really curious to see when that Harbinger is going to cross with this, or if it does. I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really trying very hard not to give out any spoilers, so I'm sorry I'm not giving out more details. But if you want something different, not something that's non-superhero-y, something that has some violence in it, Bloodshot. Okay, let's take a look at the 2 Spider-Man books. Okay, Divided We Fall 14. Well, this is a Divided We Fall crossover. It really doesn't have much of a crossover, other than they make reference to the craziness that's going on in the world, or say in the United States, with, you know, the South wanting to break away, the mutant camps, you know, that kind of stuff. Now, this issue pretty much focuses on Captain America stepping up and saying, Miles, you can't be Spider-Man. You're too young. And Miles going, I don't see what the problem is. And even Aunt May's going, you know, you're blaming yourself because you didn't save Peter, so that's why you're preventing Miles from donning the suit. And I really do think Aunt May's right in this case. If Captain America stepped up, took responsibility, started to train Peter earlier, he might not have died. Now, granted, he also has the guilt of Peter jumping in front of the bullet to save Cap, and, you know, there's all sorts of other... Cap needs to see a psychiatrist, basically. Now, the one thing that you'll notice that is wrong in this book is, which kind of surprised me, but I can understand, part of me understands why it happened. You have, in the Spider-Men, you have Peter physically giving, you know, Peter's there, and Miles is playing with the Spider-Man's web. Now, this issue here, Aunt May gives the the thing to Miles. Now, also, while that's going on, to throw things even more into confusion, you have reference to the fact Peter was here, Mary Jane's here. So now that means Peter's gone by this point. So it's a little craziness in continuity, but because, and I kind of wish that they wrote this part a little better, and that kind of makes me wonder, since Bendis did both, how come he didn't smooth that over? But I guess one way you can look at it is he wrote this with the intent that not everybody bought Spider-Man, so that if you take that into account, that makes sense as to why the continuity doesn't quite line up perfectly. Now, from here, it's basically Cap goes off, fights the Rhino, Miles comes in, and then that sets the stage for, okay, maybe I really should train this kid because there's going to be trouble if I don't. We have another Peter Parker. Overall, I'm really enjoying it still. It's really, if you're not reading it, you really should. You're doing yourself a disservice. This shows a lot of potential, and it's been a good read. I already gave out the code, but if you want, here it is. It's been on my Facebook for a few days. Maybe you might get lucky. Okay, Alpha. I don't like Alpha, but me not liking Alpha actually makes this a better story, because Alpha is basically the exact opposite of Peter Parker, and I think that's what you really need with this type of a character. Let's face it, if we were teenagers and we got the power of Alpha, we would do everything this guy is doing. I don't think there's one person. Well, okay, you're either going to be evil, and I know there's a lot of you out there who would turn evil. I can tell you guys would, a lot of you would. But the ones who turn good would be doing exactly the same thing he does. Man, he's getting the girls, he's cheating on his girlfriend, he's doing product endorsements, thinks he's king shit, and that's what we would be doing. Now, in here, you have the Jackal coming in, and we learn a little bit about Alpha's powers in the sense of how it works, maybe just a little bit, and eventually Peter having to take responsibility for what happened. Now, the thing is, it's not Peter's fault. It's that other guy who turned off the safety thing, but he doesn't know that. And also, they keep throwing these hints that they know Max knows that Peter is Spider-Man. And I'm just wondering when this is going to come down. Because, I can't imagine Max being this intelligent and not being able to put two and two together. But especially with the dialogue they have between these two. So I'm really excited, even though I really hate Alpha. I wish Alpha would just go away. That means they're doing a good job with his character. And this is where his character needs to be, because we really do need to see Alpha go from the bottom, like a cesspool character, to rise up and actually be a hero. And so they're doing a good job with that. Anyways, here is the code for this. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. Don't forget that Facebook link down there. And I'll be doing a Marvel Now video also, once I get something to drink. So, until next time.